is concerned. Now, according to sources, we are picking up that Pakistan had initially opposed granting the consular access. It was only after India warned Pakistan and threatened to drag it to the ICJ, after which Pakistan buckled under India's pressure. Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj, our legal editor, is picking up more details on what really had happened on the inside, and I'm not too sure if Rhythm is still connected with us. In the meanwhile, Aishwarya, we will put out all these details of what changed in these 24 hours and how India's diplomatic push coaxed Pakistan to finally arrive at this decision.
Well, absolutely. It is just sheer pressure. Otherwise, Pakistan was in no mood. In fact, just around 4 days, 3 to 4 days back, Swesha, we saw that Pakistani authorities made it a point stating that Kulbhushan Jadhav does not even want a review. They had fallen or stooped to that level. It's only after a tremendous amount of pressure which was posed by the Indian authorities back on Pakistan internationally and both bilaterally. It is only and only post that you are seeing this, but still they are trying to do delaying tactics. Still they are trying to do something or the other so that the reality doesn't come out. That they have been trying to make an Indian citizen into an Indian spy. They have kidnapped Kulbhushan Jadhav, an Indian citizen who was working on the Iranian border. Their agencies, their army has completely worked together to kidnap, and now we are getting those very exclusive details of the inside scoop of what has exactly transpired in the last 30 minutes of that consular access, because that is very important, because it's only after immense pressure coming in from the Indian side that they have given the second consular access, and that has happened at a place called Subjail. That is what we are being told, that the Indian officials who were present there were taken in a Pakistani administrative car to an undisclosed location, and that's where the consular access has taken place. They were not allowed to move in their own vehicles. Their vehicles were parked at the Pakistani Foreign Office, and from there they were taken in. So yes, exclusive details which we are going to bring you within the next 30 minutes, systematically, step by step, are being brought in by our legal editor Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj. Rhythm is breaking these exclusive details of the strategy. Swesha.
Yes. And she'll be joining us very shortly. In the meanwhile, I believe we also have Abhishek with us, because Abhishek, as far as Pakistan's pretension is concerned, we've seen the kind of sham they've put up even earlier on when it came to Kulbhushan Jadhav's wife and mother, who had gone to Pakistan to meet him, and how Pakistan has been really throughout, not just when the battle was underway at the ICJ, but even this latest review petition, and how Pakistan went on to block it, stating that it was Jadhav who had refused to file a review petition. So now when we are putting all the facts together, that's the only thing that is being raised again and again, that it must be unimpeded, unhindered access that India must get to Kulbhushan Jadhav.
Well, Swesha, you know, there are two things. One is the mercy petition, which has a certain date, which is July 20, before which Kulbhushan Jadhav, if he wishes, he can apply, which is, again, you know, in the military courts and to the President of Pakistan through the military courts. That's the hierarchy. But the ICJ verdict was very clear. It was that Kulbhushan Jadhav has to be afforded the legal process, which is not part of the military court system, which is not like a summary trial. And in that sense, this review and reconsideration petition, Kulbhushan Jadhav has to file. But the fact is, he's under duress, he's under pressure, he's in captivity. So he has been parroting the line of Pakistani security apparatus and agencies. So far as this review and reconsideration process is concerned, he himself can apply, or someone on his behalf can apply, which can include either someone legally nominated by him, which could be someone from Pakistani side, or even any Indian High Commission official there. So I believe once this consultation goes on with Kulbhushan Jadhav today, which is happening with the charge d'affaires present in Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs, outside of it, where a setup is created which has been designated as Subjail. Hopefully India's request that the letter and spirit of ICJ verdict be implemented is being seen there. Just a while from now, there would be a briefing by the Ministry of External Affairs at around 5:30 p.m. Hopefully by that time, the meeting that has been going on in Islamabad would be over, and there would be some elements for us to hear about how exactly the consular access was given, how it transpired, in what manner it was conducted, whether the conditions were really met. And as I said, the mercy petition and the review and reconsideration are two separate issues altogether. And once Indian High Commission is satisfied that Pakistan is willing to walk the talk and follow the ICJ verdict in its letter and spirit, then maybe even the Indian High Commission can file a review and reconsideration petition in the civil court side of Pakistan, which was actually the intention of the ICJ verdict. So I believe if Pakistan intends to respect international law and to be seen to be following international law and not go rogue like its all-weather friend China has done in the case of South China Sea, hopefully we would hear something positive. So we have to wait till 5:30 to hear from the Ministry of External Affairs briefing. But then even as we speak, the consular access has been provided and has been going on for at least 1.5 hours now, Suesha.